I wanted to make this video to serve as an honest criticism of CrossFit that I don't think many people are making. And it's not actually with the methodology, but with what is taught at the CrossFit Level 1 seminar, specifically the programming. I recently went through the CrossFit YouTube channel and stumbled upon a collection of videos of Dave Castro, the director of the CrossFit Games, giving a lecture at a Level 1 seminar on how to program specifically for CrossFit. He starts by stating the goal of CrossFit, and that is to increase work capacity over broad time and modal domains. And I'm going to be honest with you, this seems like a very convoluted way of saying increase your ability to do more work within a given time frame. That goal can be accomplished through constantly varied functional movements executed at high intensity. He then breaks this down even further. Variance means difference in time, load, rest, gear and equipment, or environment, or other things. In order to make a fit person, you need to vary what they do. Then he talks about high intensity. What I do like about this is that he emphasizes the importance of mechanics and consistency before upping the intensity. Then he defines functional movement. A functional movement is something that requires you to move a large load, a long distance, quickly. Essentially, a functional movement has the highest power output. He then breaks down the functional movements into three categories: weightlifting movements, gymnastics movements, and monostructural movements. Up to this point in the seminar, I really don't have many issues. However, this next part is very questionable. He breaks down how to perform these functional movements into three categories: a couplet, a triplet, and a single modality. In a couplet, you're essentially just pairing two of the functional movements together with any arbitrary rep scheme to achieve your stimulus. The same can be said with the triplet, just this time with three different movements. The absolute worst part of this entire seminar comes when he talks about the single modality day. The way that these single modalities can be broken up is into either heavy or maximum repetitions. Then he talks about what it means to go heavy. He says, going heavy is an integral part of your success in this training. So he gives an example of a day where you go heavy. In the example, he talks about 7 singles of deadlift. He then alludes to essentially maxing out your deadlift, at least building your weight until you reach a maximum set. In absolutely no way do they talk about the science of maximum effort training. There is no talk about progressive overload, periodization, or any sort of adaptation that can be made from week to week, let alone month to month or even year to year. Now, the funny thing about all of this is my personal experience at CrossFit gyms, either as a coach or just as a member, the programming at these gyms is a lot better than the programming that's taught at the CrossFit Level 1 seminar. Because the majority of the member base actually does care about their performance. An argument that's consistently made on CrossFit's behalf is that most of the people who do CrossFit just want to be healthier. And while that's true, I believe that most of the people that do CrossFit want a better back squat. They want to deadlift more weight. They want to clean and jerk more weight. They want to snatch more weight. The effective way to do those things is by no means what Dave Castro is suggesting. The rep ranges are, in my mind, completely arbitrary, and if there's a science behind them, it's purely anecdotal. There really is no structured progressive overload, and if there is max effort training, it's done once a week and 100% relative. Like I said before, most of the CrossFit gyms I've been to do not program like this. They have well thought out, progressively overloading strength cycles on top of metabolic conditioning that they add at the end of those sessions. It's as if CrossFit is constantly defending the methodology, but they refuse to come up with the science behind the actual training. Again, I'm going to have a link to the seminar videos below. I'm curious to hear what everyone thinks. Feel free to discuss in the comments section below. Thanks, guys.